Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, this is your first time watching. My name is A.Nicole. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So in today's video, we are going to be trying out this PUR times Barbie Endless Possibilities 2 palette. This is a newer palette and it looks super pretty. So here is the actual packaging. And then here are the shades. So very, very pretty shades. The shades do not have names. So I'm just gonna kind of point to one and say this is the one I'm using. So again, this is what we're gonna be using today. Let me just find a crease brush so we can get started. All right, so to start out, we have a couple options. So I can use the two over here, or we also have this neutral-ish brown shade here. I think I'm gonna go with this one because it's like in between the two, so it's not too dark and it's also not too bright. And this is my first ever PUR palette. I honestly think this is the first ever PUR product I'm using as well. So I don't really know, like I haven't decided where I'm going or anything like that. I'm wearing black, so I can literally do anything that I want. I think I am probably gonna go with the reddish shades. So I'm probably gonna dig into this shade here and put this on the outer corner. I may mix in some of this brown just to deepen it a little bit, but we'll see what it looks like with just the red shade. Okay, so I just took my lavish taper blending brush and just blended that in a little bit. So I took that to the middle of the lid. So I am going to take some of this. Now there's two different brown shades. I don't know which one I want to use. I think to really darken the outside, I'm going to use this. I may mix in some of the other brown shade, but we'll see what it looks like with just the darker one. And the darker one does have a little bit of a shimmer in it. That's what it looks like in the pan. I think most of the mattes do, but it's not like overpowering shimmer, just like a little bit of sparkle here and there. So that was applied. I did use the darker one. I did not mix in the lighter one. I did put some more red and then blended the two shades together. I think now I am going to really attracted to this orange shade. So I'm really attracted to this shade here. It's more of like an orange shade. So I think I'm going to put that on the inner part of the lid. So now we are on to shimmer shade. So obviously I am going to use, I'm just going to use the same brush, which is my Lavish eye shading brush. I'm going to put this shade here on the inner part of the lid, and then I think I'm going to just put a little bit of this brown shimmer on the outer part of the lid. I'm not going to take it to the outer corner because that's really dark. So I'm probably just going to take the orange and then put a little bit of like the brownish. Or should I do, no, I'm not going to use the brown. I'm going to use this shade here, the one next to the red. So I'm going to put orange and then the reddish shade, shimmer, and then leave the outside just as the dark shade. So I will do that and then I will be back. That's that. The shimmers are actually really pretty, and the orange and the red kind of like look the same a little bit. Like it's not that big of a difference that it's like orange and then red. It's kind of like they kind of go together, so it looks nice. And then I like the outer corner a little bit dark, so I'm going to work on the bottom lash line now. I'm going to take my deep shade from the outer part just in a little bit, and then I think I'm just going to let that blend into the orange. I may add a little bit of the red in the middle afterwards, but I'm just going to use these two shades to start and see how that looks. I'm definitely going to use the orange shimmer. I'm really attracted to this shade, but it really doesn't go with anything, so I don't really know what to do with it. I really don't want to use that on my inner corner. I may see what it looks like, but if this doesn't look right, I'm going to use this one, definitely. It's kind of like a silver, so it'll stand out from the rest of the shadow. I may even mix the two, so I'll see what it looks like first, and then we'll go from there. So again, I'm taking my deep brown, and I'm going to run that on the outer part, and then use the orange, blend them together, and then see if I want to add some red. Okay, so I didn't like just the blue, so I put just like a little bit of it down in the inner corner, and then I topped it with the silver shade, so it has kind of like a blue tint to it. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but it gives a little bit of a contrast, but it's not as bold as it was on its own. So I do like how it looks as is. So that's it for the eyeshadow. These colors blend together really well. The shimmers are like perfect. They're not glittery or flaky. There is a little bit of fallout, but it's not like it's just like pouring out. So I think this palette retails for $32 or $34. Let me look at it. I did purchase this from Ulta. Let me see. Yep, so this retails for $34. I do think it's a good palette. There are like some different colors in here, and there's definitely some for neutral. There's some for like dark colors, like if you want to do like a neutral dark, you can, or you can do a neutral light, or you can, you know, stick with the reds in the middle. I think it's a decent palette. It's a prestige brand, so if you get it from Ulta, most coupons won't work with it, but I think it's a decent buy. I'll definitely use it again. The colors blend together well. I mean, with these, even these two shimmers, like I put the blue down, and then as I started to put the silver on, I could see that it was just like breaking it up, and they were just kind of like melting together, which is really, really nice. So, I mean, you can, even if you don't like just the plain shades in there, you can create a custom shade. I mean, like the red and the like deep brown mixed together, and then I added the orange, and it kind of all like combined together and created just like a natural like gradient, so it didn't look like it was like three separate individual colors, you know. So anyways, I was interrupted. The colors kind of like blended together to create like one just gradual looking radiant color. So I really liked how they blended together. Sometimes when you put two colors next to each other and you blend them together, it doesn't really overlap, and it's still like, even though you blended it, they still look like two completely separate colors, and there's nothing that meets in the middle that like joins them together. That wasn't the case with this. So when I blended it, they meshed together, and it just looked like it was just a gradual change of color. So I really did like that. Same with the shimmers. They do have pigment, so when you put them on, it kind of takes over the original color a little bit, but some of it still peeks through. I did use some of the red over top of like the deep brown, and it kind of took over the deep brown, even though it's super dark. But all in all, yeah, I like that palette. I would definitely use it again. I'll probably use the neutral shades the next time, just to see how they look, because there is that deep dark brown, then there's a lighter brown, and there's a really light brown, and then you have the shimmers to go with it. So I like how it matches, because that's how I like to do my eyeshadow. Let's see, what's next? I did my review in the middle of the video. We do have to do cheeks. So I think I'm just going to use this apricot. Too Faced Apricot. It is a blush and highlighter duo. Here it kind of goes with the orange and red shades that I used today. So let's start out with the blush, and I'm going to need a mirror. Sat literally everything on top of my mirror because I collapsed it. Okay, so we're going in with the blush, and then I'm just going to use the highlighter that's next to it for highlight. Okay, and then as normal, my camera said I was recording too long, which means I meant 30 minutes. But obviously you guys won't see a 30-minute video because I'm going to cut it down. So I had to start this over, so I'm not sure what you saw last, but I'm assuming that you saw that I was going to use this for both the blush and highlight, which is now done. So now we need to pick a lip product. So I'm really trying to use up some stuff. So I'm just going to go with my Ariel lipstick. It's a nice neutral shade. And this lipstick is from ColourPop, so it's nice and creamy and it just glides right on your lips. It's so nice. And this is, I really do like this shade. So if you like a nude, I recommend the Ariel. I also have the Cinderella up here, but I haven't used it. I'm trying to refrain from opening too much stuff. I know I've been swatching stuff, so some of my stuff's gonna really start going bad soon, and I'm tired of wasting stuff, so I want to try and use stuff that I already have open. So I'm gonna keep getting like palettes, but I'm gonna use my face products so I can get rid of them. Today I used the Urban Decay Stay Naked foundation, and then my Tarte Creaseless Concealer is almost empty anyway, but I'm using that up, which is right here. And then I also use that in combination with my Too Faced Multi-Sculpting Concealer, just because this is super light. I really don't like when my eyes are super light. I know a lot of people like their under eye to be really bright. I don't know why. I think it looks weird. It might be something that I need to get used to, but I just mixed the two together so that it wasn't super bright, but it also wasn't super dark. Anyways, where were we? Oh yeah, we need to do some mascara and eyeliner. I think I'm going to use my Better Than Sex eyeliner because this is probably going to go bad soon. It has a 6-month time, so yeah, it might even be technically expired, but I don't know. Well, I don't remember when I opened it. Then I definitely know that my Perversion mascara is bad. I definitely know that. So I'm going to be doing a declutter video probably today. So I think this has 6 months. These are probably bad too. Let me see. The good thing about these mascaras, you know, being bad is not necessarily that they're bad. I have used them, but they are all samples, so it's not something that I paid and bought outright. I think I'm going to go ahead and use this Betty Boop mascara because it's in here, and I'm really tired of using that Ciate London one. So we're going to try this again. All right. And then I'm just going to set with my all-nighter setting spray, which this one is almost empty. Alright, and then that's it. This is today's look. I really did enjoy that palette. I can say that I do recommend it. It is a little on the pricier side, but the way the colors blended together, I definitely think it's worth it. And like I said, you can mix and match the colors. There's neutrals, there's dark neutrals, there's some brighter colors in there. So it's a nice all-around palette. So yeah, I do recommend it. That's all I have for this video. So if you do like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with new videos. New videos will always be coming, guaranteed at least once a week, sometimes more. But I will see you guys on the next one. I hope you have a good rest of the day. Bye now.